What's up, peoples? Mr. Anomaly coming at you again. I'm going to do a reaction to our boy, Patrice O'Neal. Don't play women's games. Probably do a couple of reactions on him. I was listening to a couple of different clips. And he's been on it. Patrice has been on it for a long time, man. Rest in peace to Patrice O'Neal. Here we go.
Well, that's the whole thing, sir. The thing is, it's something you call, like I said, it's from this movie War Games. You got to watch this game. There's two principles to this. One principle is you cannot. It's whose happiness is more important. That's the game you play. Whose happiness is more important? First, that's the game. Yours. Second principle is from this movie War Games, where the part
only way to win is not to play.
Only way to win. Strange game, Professor Falcon. The only winning move is not to play. Now, if the bitch don't want to play your game, you don't play. That's all it is.
Basically, what I've been saying, you gotta have a set of rules that you're not going to bend from. And if it gets out of pocket, you don't play anymore. You leave. You take your light away. Again, this isn't going to apply if you don't have any standards and you're lonely and all that, and you can't stay in your own company. Because again, yes, it's going to cost you the woman. More than likely. Yep. How that work out for you? Refer to the, he's going to talk about it in a couple more videos. I'm going to touch. That's why I want to do a couple of reactions on this. Yes. Yeah, it's going to more likely cost you. Yep. But the thing is, though, you don't care either way. The same with or without one. Again, this all really just ties into learning to love that man in the mirror. You can't care whether it happens or not. And you got to be like that all the time. And you got to mean it. You got to mean it. That's what this logic applies. The only winning move is to not play. Get out of pocket. You take your light away. No yelling, no screaming, no going back and forth.
My happiness is the winning move, where the part
only way to win is not to play.
Only way to win. Strange game, Professor Falcon. The only winning move is not to play. Now, if the bitch don't want to play your game, you don't play. That's all it is. My happiness is the game. So if I feel something, if you feel something, that means it's valid. If I feel it in my gut, that means there's something going on. So if I'm going to fucking say it. I'm not going to bite my tongue. I'm going to tell you how I feel.
Intuition. Go with your spider sense.
Okay, sweetie, I'm not taking you out on another date. I've been on 3 dates with you. I know I want to fuck you. I don't know if you want to fuck me, but I already know I want to fuck you. If you don't want to fuck me, figure it out. But we're not going on any more food excursions, so I can do something for you, and you're not doing shit for me.
What about the whole courting process? Like, Randy, I'm glad for you.
The courting process of who? Who needs the courting process? Me or you?
Well, I think everybody does.
No.
No, both.
Both my ass. It's funny how a lot of them so hard-coded that she don't even realize how logical she sounds. Both benefit from courting. Come on. It goes against the executable. This was like early 2000s too. So yeah, it's even worse now.
You're shitting.
Because it builds up. It builds up to this like great, almost like building a
No, it builds up for you.
But don't.
We will fuck you today. We don't have to take you to
Let me ask you a
dinner.
question, and this is for any guy listening. Do you have your girl, if she's with you and all that shit, you can look forward and don't have to look in the eye, but did you have to like her to fuck her? Did you have to like your woman before you fucked her? Matter of fact, if you don't like a bitch that much before you fuck her, you get a better fuck. Because I don't have any concerns for your hip being in a funny position. I don't care that I pull some of your hair out.
There's a smash anything. Like I said, this is all part of the facade, the simulation, if you will. You gotta play these games. Again, not all men, but generally speaking, most men gotta do this. This is the social acceptable way to say I want a pork. And women know this. Let's keep going.
That is a fundamental difference. I was just talking about this with my friend tonight, a guy friend of mine, who I've slept with, who I've never had sex with, because we don't want to ruin the friendship.
I'm sorry, what does that mean? I don't understand.
We've been in the same bed. never had sex.
And he don't want to fuck you.
No, he does, but we don't. Because
So why are you holding him hostage?
I'm not.
You
I mean,
are.
he doesn't, but he doesn't. He stops because, like, not.
Now this is the shit.
She's not holding him hostage. He's doing that to himself. He's Bart Simpsoning. Your boy said, if I just put up with this, sooner or later, I'm going to get in there. That's some dude's, the slow pimp strategy. She said the dude slept in the same bed, but they wouldn't have sex. She's holding him hostage. Again, this... Wow, bro. Wow. I mean, you got guys out there to do that crap, bro. That's why I say you better off being alone in the desert. You're just trying to clap cheeks, man. Really?
Now this is the shit. Whoa. This is the shit that Randy had to deal with, right? Because he thinks if he had enough patience with that, you know what you do with that shit? If I snuggle you against my will,
Yes.
the next day I go, I don't never want to see you again. I never want to see you again.
If you.
Again, you got to not care if you lose a woman, though. If you, I'm so lonely. I'm just... That's not going to apply here. You're the same with or without one. Hell, even better without one. But again, you don't enjoy your own company. You don't like that man in the mirror. You're upset, bitter. It's not going to apply.
You snuggled me against your will.
Yes.
How would it be against your
You know
will?
what?
It'd be the
Because
same
you
thing
know
as
why?
me taking your pussy against your
It's
will.
a lot
The
of,
same
you know what it
thing.
is?
You're talking about emotional rape.
No, wait a minute. Yes. But hold on, Karen, wait a minute. A lot of women sell men on implied
And that is wrong.
future pussy.
That is wrong. That is very wrong.
You do it too.
And it's wrong. No, I don't.
Implied
No, I
future
don't.
pussy.
No, I don't.
I'm not
don't
investing in a product that I don't have a clue what it's about. Even
you don't
if
know
somebody,
if you like them. Like
even
I said,
if,
it's fundamental.
even if
We
somebody,
have
turn
to-
the mic off. Even if, I'm sorry, baby, I'm sorry. Even if you have a new drug that you don't know if it works or not, you still get a fucking piece of paper that explains what the drug is. And you get a fucking taste of the product. You can't be sold on an implied product. Turn the mic back on. Sorry, Kev, I don't want to talk over you. Look how mad she is. Look at her. I'm changing the theme music too.
Well, if I went
To Sanford and Son. Hold on, Randy. Randy, her new theme music is Sanford and Son. I have to beat her into submission.
Randy, sweetheart, can I just tell you something? I appreciate the fact that you're being honest with them, and I think guys do the same BS things that girls do. They go into stuff not really saying what their intentions are, and because you've gone in with your intentions.
Because you know what our intentions are.
That's why I said it's all a mess. You know, like, you know damn well that dude's asking you out because that's a socially acceptable way to say, I want a pork. And then dude's got a slow pimp and listen to the yakking. Again, this is generally speaking. Some dudes don't got to do all that. Or if they do, they don't have to put in that much effort. But this is the socially acceptable way of Babylon to say, I want to have sex. And it just trips me out how they just act like, oh no, they're not. Yes, that's what most dudes are doing. Yep.
Well, okay, maybe we
Yeah,
do.
you do know.
But you know what? If you're gonna you start playing the game. If guys do
Did
it,
you hear? Okay, then time
That's
out.
the
Time
point.
out.
That
Time
is
out,
the
Gareth.
point.
I have to hit you with the points you're making to substantiate what I'm saying. The game we're playing.
yeah.
You know the game is, and it's been in your favor for years. You know we want an implied product.
Right.
You're gonna make us do things so long for this implied
But
product.
if it's worth it, it's good.
It ain't worth
Who
it.
the fuck?
unless it's the first time, everything else is just I mean, how's it different from any other interaction? And this is why I said putting it on a pedestal. Like all I'm trying to say is, Reese Bobby, you ain't first, you're last. So let's just kind of lower it a little bit there. But again, dudes hyping it up. Listen to the Sahu man, society, television, everything saying that you're less than, everything telling you to do it. Get off the damn TV.
No,
I know mine's worth it.
The more you make me wait, the
I
less
know
it's
mine's
worth
worth
it.
it.
If the
Randy,
more you make me wait, the
Give
less
me-
it's worth it.
Give me an example of one thing, a specific thing you did to a specific woman, and you went, "Holy fuck, this shit works."
Told her I want to fuck you.
Really?
I
And
mean,
you,
that's
and this is something you never did before.
no, hell no. No, I'd be like, oh, let's go out to dinner, let's go to a movie, and then hope.
My dude said, and then hope. The average man, by the time he's 30, only been with 5 women. You got to do this crap. Foodie calls. That's why some dudes are just like, you know what, fuck it. Because again, we live in a society where they're free with their sexuality, and hey, man, Godspeed. Some men get it, others got to play this crap. The game. But like I said, man, the only winning move is to not play. But again, I know that don't apply to everybody, but foodie calls galore, man.
So wait a minute though. So okay, give me a little bit of So you met the chick, you met this particular girl at where'd you meet her?
At a bookstore.
At a bookstore.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, the nigga was trying to find. He was looking for books how to get your dick bigger.
Pimping for dummies.
Pimping for dummies. Ball hanging. Is it really something that hangs? It was a bunch of shit like that. So you met her. Did you take her on a date?
Well, I had cappuccino with
Yeah,
her.
you did a respectful little something.
The courting.
And
What you talking about? The courting.
But you didn't go the whole, okay, I'm gonna take her this, I'm gonna bring her that, flowers.
No.
You just said, look, I really want to fuck you, and you know what it is? Again, this is I think this is new to the show. It may not be, but it's their emotions versus your logic. So if you say to a girl, I would love to eat your pussy right now, her reaction is going to be emotional. You have to be logical and make her go. You have to convince her that she needs to be letting you eat her pussy right now.
Like I said before, I'll say it again. The milk's been spilled, the die's been cast. I know it's a rhetorical question, but yeah, dudes will go through all this crap just to get some stink on their finger. Bro, I ain't doing all that shit, man. I'm just not. I'm not. And certain men don't have to, but like I said, even as blue pills I was, I'm not doing all that, bro. It's not that serial. It is not that serial. If she likes you, you ain't got to do all that. But again, a lot of guys' eyes are bigger than their belly. Hot box tunnel vision. Got to ice skate uphill and do all this crap.
The thing,
Something that makes her go, what?
If she likes you, she'll go, oh, you're so crazy,
Yeah.
which is an implication of the fact that she wants you to,
Yes.
without being pissed off about it.
It's it.
Yep, certain men it's a compliment. Other men it's creepy. Just depends on the attraction scale.
Because you know we're emotional. Why don't you fucking use that?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out, Cass. We've been, Randy, and thank you for calling, Randy. I really appreciate it, too.
Oh, man.
Randy has been trying it your way is the way.
The nice guy way.
The nice guy way is the woman's way. That's your way.
Right.
And this man is saying he has been doing that way forever.
But Randy, have you been looking?
And that's and that's why this space is so popular. A lot of guys are trying to do it that way, and they're not having the results that they were told that they would have. I don't know, bro. What you about to say something real quick? Hold
For
on.
sex in that or for a real relationship?
He's saying, this man is saying he has been doing that way forever.
But Randy, have you been looking for sex in that or for a real relationship with that?
Guys don't look for a real relationship.
Yes, they do. You are an animal.
No, they don't.
We're all animals.
Some guys do want real relationship.
No, but they
Most
want
of
sex first, and then if the
Guys
sex
always
is good
want
and I
sex.
like
I
you,
know that.
okay, so that's the prerequisite,
talking
and if
about?
that's the prerequisite, then address the fact
Randy,
that that's
I
the
wanna-
Randy, thank you for calling, man.
That's it for that. But yeah, man, it's just funny how delusional, or how women force themselves to be delusional about what all this is. Generally speaking, most dudes just trying to get their Johnson touched. Let's just be real. That's why you're doing all that crap. That's why I said, are you a relationship or are you trying to get laid? You get laid, why just pay for it? Again, you're going to have to deal with all that. If she doesn't like you, you're going to have to deal with all that. Yep. Or get a working girl or go monk mode. Or just let it happen naturally, which is going to be slower. It's going to be slower, but hey, man, it is what it is. Pick your poison. But I agree with him. The only winning moves are not play. Get a set of principles. Don't waver from them, no matter what. Yes, it's going to cost you the woman. Who cares? But again, you're so lonely. You're one of those guys. I'm so lonely. I'm just so happy to get one. This doesn't apply, but I understand that, man. I'm gonna do a couple more Patrice O'Neal on this one, man. But that's all I got on this one. I am out. Laters.